Hello everyone, welcome once again to another tutorial by Team Slidescope. In this part, we are starting another tutorial related to data analytics, which is Python Plotly. In this chapter, we will learn what Plotly is. Before that, I will show you a very simple dashboard. Here you can see some KPIs. This dashboard is for hospital patient treatment data, where we are doing recovery score analysis. In these graphs, if you will take your mouse over them, you will be able to see we are getting some tooltips data. Okay, if you will enable legend, so if you set show legend as true, so you will be able to see some filters here, and if you will click on them, you will see these data points getting changed. So you can build these kind of interactive dashboards using Plotly and a lot more advanced dashboards. That was just a beginner friendly dashboard. So in this chapter you will understand what Plotly is, why it's widely used for interactive data visualization, how to install and set up in your own environment. We will begin with simple installation process. First question is, what is Plotly? Plotly is a powerful Python library for creating interactive publication quality visualizations directly in your browser or Jupyter Notebook. Unlike Matplotlib or Cmon, which generate static plots, Plotly allows zooming, hovering, filtering, and real-time interactivity, which is ideal for dashboards, analytic tools, and BI applications. Why we should use Plotly? Plotly is popular because it bridges the gap between data analysis and presentation. It gives you interactive visualizations, that is you can zoom, hover, tooltips, click to filter. These kind of options are there. We'll see them. For example, here you can see we have zoom options, pan option, box select, zoom in, zoom out. We have these kind of different options here. You can auto scale, reset axis. So we will see only some options are there in that chart. Then you can see we have it's beautiful by default. It is modern, clean, and it has responsive design. It supports multiple chart types, from simple line charts to complex 3D surface plots. And we have web integration also. It integrates seamlessly with web apps like Plotly Dash, which we will also see. Then it is business friendly. It is ideal for dashboard which is built for marketing analytics, sales data, or social media KPIs. Now, what is installation and setup? So you can install Plotly via pip. So for example, if you have your CMD prompt, so for example, if I want to install it in Anaconda, so I will open an Anaconda prompt which is already installed. So it will require you to install Anaconda. Here I will write pip install Plotly, and you can see it says requirement already satisfied. That means it comes pre-installed in Anaconda Navigator. If you are using Google Colab, so you can create a new notebook in Drive. So you can open Google Colab. Google Colab is a cloud hosted Jupyter notebook. You don't need to install anything. For your public projects, you can use it easily. So here we will give a simple title, that Plotly introduction, and here I will just write this. Most of the times we can also write this exclamation sign if we are installing or trying to install it here. So here when you will install it, it will first connect to the computing backend, and once it is connected, Google Compute Engine backend, you will be allotted some RAM and disk space. And here also you can see requirement already satisfied. So if in your environment you need to install it, suppose you are building an app, so then you have to run this particular command. That's how you can install it. If you are using Jupyter Notebook, so you can also write pip install notebook. Then in your Python environment, we are giving you current examples of Google Colab. But if you are working in Python environment, you will write import plotly.express as px and plotly.graph objects as go. So these are the two more imports that you have to do. You have to import these classes or libraries, and once you will run them, so you will be able to see they are properly installed. So this is the, like, most people use this convention, plotly express as px and graph objects as go. Once you have done that, let's try to plot your first graph. So obviously we have done this part. We will take some sample data and create a figure. So I will show you some matplotlib example also. So let's say this is our data where we have month and sales. So first I will only load data. So how will you create a graph in matplotlib? You will write import matplotlib dot pyplot splt. This will import matplotlib for you, and if you will write plt dot bar, and here you will write data month. So data month, which is your first variable because it's a dictionary, and data sales, which is your second dictionary value. So in your dictionary, this is your first key, this is your second key, and in X label you will put month, Y label you will put sales, and set title monthly sales data, and then you will write plt.show, which will create a simple bar chart for you, which will show how much sales have we got in these months. But when it comes to Plotly, so you remember this, we have taught this in our Matplotlib tutorials. Now, but in Plotly, what we have to do, we just have to create a figure, and so you will create a figure. So you will store that figure in fig, a variable called fig. You can create any other variable like pic, graph, whatever you want to write, but in most of the tutorials you will find this. So you will write fig is equal to px dot line. So first we are creating a line chart. We will do one by one. We will learn all these charts one by one, like line chart, pie chart, bar chart, how to create one, when to create one. So we will write px dot line. Here the first argument is your data. So if your data is a dictionary or a data frame, we will write where is your data. In your data, what is the x-axis? So this is kind of a xy plot. We will deal with this later also, that there are xy plot, domain plot, etc. etc. So this is like a xy plot. So we will write px dot line data. In x-axis you will write month. In y-axis you will write sales, and your title will be monthly sales growth. Whatever title you want to write. So you can see the difference here, that in Matplotlib, first we write, first we create a chart, then we set X label, Y label, title. We have these methods. Here we have these kind of arguments, keyword arguments, and we are setting their values. Now once you will write that, here we use plt.show. Here we are using figure.show, and once you will run this, you will see a figure like this, where you can see monthly sales growth like this. So it is, and if we were doing same thing here, like we don't want to create a bar chart, but we want to create a line chart. So it was like this. So this is Matplotlib, this is Plotly. You can straight away see the difference. Here we have some options: zoom, pan, zoom in, zoom out. We have different type of interactive options available. A lot more interactive options will also be there. You can download plot as png file. So you can see this new plot is now saved as a png image. if you will see that image, you will be able to see output like this. Here you can see matplotlib. Here you have to right click and save image. So obviously you can see the difference, and this is what plotly gives you. So we don't want to forget our previous concepts, but once we are doing it with the help of plotly, it is giving us more better looking interactive chart. Why interactive, you saw, and even if you are taking your mouse over these data points, you are seeing these tooltips. So this is what that interactive feature is. What is Plotly module? So let's give you some overview. Plotly has two main interfaces. Plotly Express, which is high level interface, quick charts with few lines of code. Then we have Plotly Graph Objects. It's a low level interface, full customization and control. And then there is Dash, which is web framework built on Plotly, which is used for building interactive dashboards. This is something that we can install locally, set up an environment and create that. We will see that. Next is, let's see an example using graph objects. So for graph objects, we have written import plotly.graph objects as Go. So here you will create go.figure. And if you remember our first dashboard that you know, I demonstrated. So in this dashboard also we have mix of graph objects and mix of simple charts. So you can see some charts are created using Go, and some charts are like a scatter plot or bar plot are created without Go. They are created with PX. So you can mix them and put them in a dashboard also. So, and if you have good HTML customization skills, or which I will teach you, you can make this dashboard better looking as well. Now here in our case, we will use plt.go. So we'll add a code cell. So here again we are creating a figure. Here you were creating figure like px.line, px.bar, px.pie, those kind of things, px.scatter you are doing. Here you will write go.figure, which is graph objects.figure. In graph objects.figure, again you have to put your data. So data will be graph object.bar. So you can see inside figure we are creating another variable which is data, and here we have graph object.bar, another method or class, and here we have these arguments like what is your x-axis. So we are creating another example here basically. Let's say Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, and these are their stock values. On y-axis we are putting that. Otherwise we would have simply gone with this concept also, and x is equal to this, y is equal to this, which we have done here. So for example, when we were doing it, so go dot bar x is equal to data and then your first key, y is equal to data and your second key, and everything. So we'll learn them one by one. I'm just showing you what Plotly can do. Then you will say figure dot update layout, where you will put title, x-axis title, y-axis title. So you can see concept is pretty much similar. X label, y label, title, and then show. Here we are using these arguments, keyword arguments and their values. And once you will do that, you will be able to see this chart. Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, ad campaign performance. Okay, it's not stock data, it's ad campaign performance. It can be something like these numbers can represent sales, these numbers can represent stock values or whatever. Here also you can go and save it as that file. If you will hover over them, you will be able to see that. So this is what Plotly can do, and this is what we are going to learn. So this produces an interactive bar chart perfect for comparing marketing or sales data. Some real life example for marketers and analysts are: visualize traffic trend over time with a line chart, compare campaign performance with a bar chart, show device usage or region share with a pie chart, create interactive dashboards combining all metrics, which we have done in that hospital data, which you will learn later. Summary is: in Plotly, a Python library for interactive web-based visualizations. Installation you learned. It has two interfaces: Plotly Express Easy, Plotly Graph Objects more customizable. It is ideal for data analysts, marketers, and business intelligence professionals or BI professionals. An output format is a HTML based interactive chart. You can share these kind of collabs with your team or your Jupyter notebook if it is created, or if you are doing it locally, you can host it on your server also. So this is what we are going to learn in this chapter series. So please keep following the series for regular updates. Thanks for watching part 1. See you in part 2.